Good morning all of you. Let us start analysis of 2015 Bull Mock Cat 26. So guys, are you ready? It was an easy paper. So let us start with the very first difficult question. Yeah, the very first difficult question of the paper. Any problem in this question? Yes, Rituparna, let us see. It says how many numbers between. Since it is saying between, it means we will not consider 100 and 3000. How many numbers between 100 and 3000 are even? Even means divisible by 2 and divisible neither by 7 nor by 9. That is the question. First of all, in this range between 100 and 3000, number should be even always. It means we will write all the multiples of 2. So how many multiples of 2 are here? They are 3000 divided by 2 minus 100 divided by 2 as well as minus 1. Is it okay? Yes, Rituparna? Rituparna, yes, your doubt. You said, why should I divide by 14 not by 7? Because the numbers should be even as well. So it means you are looking only for even multiples of 7. It means you are looking for multiples of 14. That's why we are taking this. Okay, these are those numbers which are multiples of 2. But it includes those numbers which are divisible by either by 7 or by 9. We'll exclude those numbers. Now, the number should be even as well as a multiple of 7. It means the number should be a multiple of 14. So, we'll write all the number of multiple of 14, which comes out to be, I'm taking gent here, 3000 by 14. It's gent I am taking. I mean only the integral part. This. You will calculate this. Then you will calculate divisible by 18. Because the number should be even as well as a multiple of 9. So you will take 3000 by 18, we'll take its gent, I mean only the integral part, 100 by 18. Why am I subtracting here? Because my range is from 100 to 3000. But these two categories includes those numbers which are multiples of 14 as well as of 18. Now, what is the least common multiple of 14 and 18? It is 126. So, it will be 3000 by 126. It's gent minus 100 by 126. It's gent. Now, what is the answer in this case? Answer will be, these are all even numbers. Out of these even numbers, we don't want multiples of 7 and 9. So, we will subtract these two things. We will add the last category. Why so? Because we have subtracted the multiples of 126 2 times. That's why we are adding once. Are you getting me now? Yes, we are excluding Rituparna. That's why we are taking subtraction. I think you are comfortable in gent, the word I am using, the terms I am using here. Is it okay? Should I move further, Rituparna? Okay, let us move. Yeah, question number 6. Easy. Yeah, any problem in this? If you have problem in question number 6, please write explain. Yes, Pavan. The height of a ball t seconds after it is thrown up is given by the function ht. The height is given as, the function given is 15t minus 4.9t square plus 3. For how much time is the height of the ball more than 12 meter? It means height should be more than 12. So if we solve it, we will get 4.9t square minus 15t plus 9 less than 0. Now it will become an inequality. We'll solve this inequality. I'm just copying the result because you must be comfortable in inequality, which comes out to be t belongs to the interval 0.81 2.24. Pawan, till the moment any problem? I think you must be comfortable in solving inequality. Yes, please confirm. Okay, now what is the question? For how much time is the height of the ball more than 12 meter? It means we need to know the time for which the ball is the height of the ball is more than 12 meter. So the height of the ball is more than 12 meter when the time starting from 0.81 units seconds till 2.24 seconds. It means what should be the answer? It should be 2.24 minus 0.81 seconds. So for these many seconds, the ball is attaining the required height. Is it okay? Okay, let us move. Here, question number 7. Any problem in this question? Please write explain. Yes, Rashmita. If you have knowledge of parabola, then you can see this is upward parabola. Since this is upward parabola, we know whenever we make upward parabola, a should be more than 0. So first option is rejected. Yes, Mohit, there is a shortcut, but you need to know the basics of parabola in this case. First of all, let me explain the conventional thing. As all the coordinates are given, P is given as minus 10 and 12, Q is given as minus 5 and minus 3, R is given as 5 and 27. Since all the points are lying on parabola, of course, they should satisfy the equation of the parabola. So we will substitute the values and we'll get 3 equations in 3 unknowns. They are A, B, C. By solving these 3 equations, we can find the value. For example, if I take P's coordinate. In P coordinate, what is the equation of the parabola is considering? This is y is equal to ax square plus bx plus c. Now, if I consider P, minus 10 and 12. As you know, minus 10 corresponds to x coordinate, 12 corresponds to y coordinate. So I'm considering y as 12 and a as minus 10. So my first equation will be 100a minus 10b plus c is equal to 12. So by solving the similar for point Q and R, we'll get 3 equations in A, B, C. By solving these equations, you will get the value of A and B and C. See, that is a conventional method we were doing. Now coming to parabola thing. As we know that this parabola is upward, of course, the coefficient of x square should always be positive. So first option is rejected in this case. Now, coming to this point, the lowest point of the parabola. What are the coordinates for this point? They are minus b by 2a. That is the x coordinate we are using here. So if we take all the options one by one and we calculate the value for this lowest point, and Q's coordinate minus 5 and minus 3 are given, it means this height should be more than 3 and this thing should be less than 5 units. Is it okay? Now by calculating minus b by 2a, we can manipulate that. Is it okay? Mohit? Aquilin, why more than 3? See the coordinates for minus 5 and minus 3. Let us see. If this is Q and this is minus 5 and minus 3, it means this length should be 5 and this height should be 3. Since this is the lowest point I am taking, as you can see in the figure, of course the height should be greater than 3. Is it okay actually? That is a simple definition of ordinate and abscissa, I mean x and y coordinate. Please confirm, Aquilin. Okay, let's move. Yeah, question number 10, any problem? Yes, Rituparna, a formula-based question and simple probability question. What is probability? Probability is number of favorable cases divided by number of total possible cases. Now we are making a choice on n. N can take any value from 3 to 10. How many numbers are there? From 3 to 10, they are 8. 10 minus 3 plus 1, or you can take 10 minus 2, 8. Now we need to know number of favorable cases here. So I'm coming to the condition. It says what is the probability that the interior angle of a regular n-sided polygon will be greater than 110 degree. Now what is the formula for interior angle of an n-sided regular polygon? It is n minus 2 into 180 degree divided by n. Is it okay, Rituparna, Amrita? That is a formula you should know in this case. Now it says that this interior angle should be more than 110. So if we solve it, we'll get, now this is a simple question of inequality, n is positive here. That's why n can move to the right hand side, which will give you n should be more than 5.1. Since we are talking about an n-sided polygon, n should be integer always, rather a positive integer always. So n can take these many values. It can be 6, it can be 7, 8, 9 and 10. So how many possible cases are here? 5. So what is the answer in this case? It will be 5 by 8. Yes, Rituparna? Any problem now? Yes. Okay, let us move. Very good. Yeah, question number 11. On the same concept, we have seen this question many times in CAT with data change always. You can use a shortcut here always. I'm not going to explain the derivation of that because that needs limit and continuity. That is beyond syllabus. What is the thing? N raised to power 1 by n is maximum when n is equal to e. E is exponential. What is the value? That is 2.7. That is the approximated value. So whenever n is near to e, the value will be maximized. So as you can see, all the values are of this format only. So 2.7 lies between 2 and 3 and is very close to 3. So what will be the answer? That 3 raised to power 1 by 3, that is the greatest value, we can say. That is the greatest value. Is it okay? Yes, guys. Okay, let us move further. See, I'm not saying that if you are going away from 2.7, the value will be least. The only idea here is of greatest value. That is the thing I can guarantee. So don't confuse that. Okay, now question number 12, a good question on number system. Yeah, any problem in this question? Please write the Kiran, I'll come to that. I was waiting for this thing. Rituparna, we don't have any shortcut for this. No. Okay, let us see. How many numbers from 1 to 100 have exactly 4 divisors? Now, you need to know the formula for finding number of factors to solve this sum. As we know, if n is p raised to power a, q raised to power b, into r raised to power c, and so on, where I'm considering that p, q, r, they all are prime numbers. I mean, the number is written in prime factorization. So, what are the number of factors here? Number of factors, if we go by formula, it will be a plus 1 into b plus 1 into c plus 1 and so on. That is the formula I'm going to use to solve this sum. Now from 1 to 100 we are talking about. We need 4 factors, since 4 can be written as either 4 or 2 into 2. So there are 2 categories. Either my number will be of this format, I mean p raised to power 3, or of this format, p into q, it's raised to power 1. Is it okay? Because that was the thing we need to know to solve this question. Now the rest of the question is easy. Okay, let us see. P should be a prime always. So if we consider the first prime, that is 2 cube, it will have 4 factors. If we consider 3 cube, it will have 4 factors. We cannot consider 4 cube because 4 is not a prime number. We can consider 5 cube, but we have to reject this value. Why? Because 5 cube is beyond range. So under this category we have only these 2 numbers. Yes, Avik. Okay. Now coming to the second case. Now p and q, they should be distinct prime always. Let us start with the lowest prime, that's 2. Then I'll consider 3. Then I'll consider 5. Then I'll consider 7, 11 and so on. So let us see. With 2 we can write 3. With 2 we can write 5. Somebody was asking of shortcut of this. See Rituparna, we cannot use any shortcut in this. Rather, we can say our number should be less than equal to 100. So if you are multiplying 2, what should we multiply with 2 that my number will become less than equal to 100? It means we can consider the second number to be less than equal to 50. So we can write all the primes up to 50, and they are 3, 5, 7, yes, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, 23, 29, 31, 37, 41, 43 and 47. So these many numbers are possible in this category. Clear? Okay. Now coming to 3, the next case. If I come to 3 into what will make a number which is less than equal to 100? That will be 33, because 3 into 33 is 99. So I'll consider all the primes less than 33 with a change. Why so? I cannot use 2 and 3 here. Why? Because 3 into 3 I cannot take, because p and q, they should be distinct prime. 3 into 2 already I have taken in the previous case. So I'll start from 5. So I can consider these many primes. I can use 5, 7 again, 11, 13, 17, 19, 23, 29 and 31. Yes, of course, Rituparna, very good. Now with 5, now this is easy. Up to 20 you have to count, because 5 into 20 will give you 100. So 5 into 7, that will be the first prime. That is the confusion part. 5 into 7, yes, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19. If you know the number of primes up to 50, up to 10, up to 20, then you can count cases. 7 into what we'll start with? 7 into 11 we can take, then we can take 7 into 13, that's it. With 11 there is no option. because that will be beyond range. So these many cases are possible. You can count these many cases, you will get 32 as the answer. Is it okay now? Rashmita, Avik, Ankit, the formula we are using here, number of factors, this formula is applicable if and only if P, Q, R, they should be distinct prime. As you can see, formula will fail here if you write 3 square. 3 square is what? 9. How many factors are here? 1, 3, 9, only 3 factors. But if we write 3 square as 3 into 3, there will be 4 factors in this case, which is not so. That's why this should be distinct prime always. Is it okay, Ankit? Okay, let us move. Easier. Yeah, any problem in this question? Yes, Bhavya. Let fx be a linear function. It says, yes, Rishabh, Aquilin, linear function. What do you mean by linear function? It means fx should be equal to ax plus b. Linear means degree 1. The first condition says f1 less than equal to f2. So it will be a plus b is less than equal to 2a plus b. It means what? B got cancelled. So we are left with a greater than equal to 0. Now if we take the second condition, f3 is greater than equal to f4. If we solve it, we'll get a less than equal to 0. Now these two conditions are simultaneously satisfied. The only thing I can take is a as 0. If a is 0, it means my function will reduce to fx is equal to b, which is nothing but a constant function. Is it okay? No need of definition here. So fx is equal to b. So if f5 is 5, it means b is 5. Or we can say whatever be the value of x, answer will be b always, which comes out to be 5. So which of the following statement is true? f0 will be 5 in this case. Not true. f0 is 0. Not true. Third, f0 is 5. Yes, this is a true statement in this case. Is it okay, all of you? Yes, okay. Let's move. There is a mistake in the typing, I think. It should be in power. It should be in power. Yes, Rituparna. Yes, Rishi. How many natural numbers are there such that they are not only multiples of, now see the words, multiples and divisors. 3084. 3084, that is the first number. What is the thing given here? How many natural numbers are there such that they are not only multiples of this, but are also divisor of this? See, can you tell me multiple of 6? Say any multiple of 6. Yes, 12, 36, 18, or we can say 6 table. So, we need a multiple of the first number. Let it be 3084 raised to power 3084 into k. Now this is a multiple of the number. It should divide this number. That is the meaning of this question. You got that? If this is so, we can say that 3084 raised to power 3100 when divided by this number, answer should be integer always. That is the meaning of divisibility. Is it okay? So if we solve it, we'll get 3084 raised to power 16 divided by k, it should be integer always. So we can say that k should be a factor of 3084 raised to power 16. Excuse me. Okay, if k should be a factor of this, you can write the prime factorization of 3084 raised to power 16 and you can apply the factor formula we have discussed in the previous sum. Yeah, got it? Yes guys, should I move further? See, we are making a choice on values of k, Bhavya, and you can see 3084 raised to power 16 when divided by k, it should be an integer. It means k should divide the numerator. It means k should be a factor of that number. Is it okay? Next question we are moving to. Twentieth. Rituparna, I'll discuss this question. I have that question in my PPT as well. Yeah, any problem in the whole set? Question number 20th and 21st. Yes, guys. Should I move further? Okay, Shubham. There are three places in Mumbai: Andheri, Bandra and Kurla. They are not lying on the same track, so of course they will make a triangular shape. This is Andheri, Bandra and Kurla. Two local trains, A and B, start simultaneously, that was the key word here, simultaneously from Andheri and Bandra respectively towards Kurla. By the time B reach Kurla, A is exactly halfway to Kurla. It means, now there is one line more given, immediately after B reach Kurla, it starts travelling towards Andheri and it crosses A at a point 33 km from Andheri. The ratio of the speeds of A and B is 3:5. That was the key thing here. Now, if the ratio of speeds of A and B is 3:5, it means if A has covered 3 units of distance, B will cover 5 units of distance in the same time. So, if I consider this distance to be 5x, I'm making use of ratio here. If I consider the Bandra and Kurla distance to be 5x that B train has covered, in that time A is exactly halfway between Andheri and Kurla. Since the ratio was 3:5 given of the speeds of A and B, so if B is moving 5x units of distance, A will move 3x units of distance. Now A is halfway, it means the half of the distance of Andheri and Kurla will be 3x. Yeah, till the moment any problem? Pavan and there was one more student, Shubham, yes. Yes, so the total distance will be 6x in this case from Andheri to Kurla. Now making use of this line, immediately after B reached Kurla, it started traveling towards Andheri and it crosses A at a point 33 km from Andheri. Now B has started moving from Kurla to Andheri. Of course, A is coming from the opposite direction. It means A and B, both trains will meet somewhere between Andheri and Kurla. That meeting point from Andheri is 33 km far. Is it okay? So, if we try to find the distance covered by train A, the total distance covered by train A from Andheri to the meeting point, it will be 3x. That was the initial distance. That is given, Rishabh. I am making use of x here. A has covered this distance, and after this distance, he has covered some part of 3x. What is that some part? It will be 3x into. Now the ratio was given 3:5. It means the distance covered will always be in the ratio of 3:5 between A and B. The total distance covered by A and B train is 3x. Out of that, A's share will be 3/3 plus 5 into 3x. Is it okay? Now that was the crucial part, tougher. You got that? Yes, please confirm. Now this is given as 33. Now you can solve this equation. X comes out to be 8, I think. So all the distances are known now. Is it okay, guys? So this distance will become 40 and this distance will become 48, the complete distance. Now coming to question. If initially, instead of moving towards Kurla, A and B start moving towards each other. Now that is the third side of the triangle. We know two sides of the triangle now, 48 and 40. What can be the length of the third side of the triangle? As we know, a property of triangle, that sum of any two sides of a triangle should be more than the third side. And the difference of any two sides should be less than the third side. So we can say the remaining side can be at least 48 minus 40. And the maximum it can be 48 plus 40. Is it okay? Can you hear me? Yes, guys? Okay. So this side can take values from 8 to 88. Now what was the question? Which of the following cannot be a possible distance from Andheri at which they will cross each other? Now when will they cross each other? You can make use of speeds, ratios now. Is it okay? Clear, guys? So if we take the distance from Andheri, the distance covered by train A, it will be 3/8 time of 8 to 88. It can be a range. So which comes out to be 3 to 33. So my answer should be from 3 to 33. So 36 is beyond range. That's why we are selecting this option. Is it okay now? Yes. Guys, should I move further? Okay. Now coming to question number 21. Any problem in this? Any problem in this question? Please make it fast, guys. Because the main part was finding distances only. Now that I have explained, now I think there should be no problem in this. Okay, let us move. Rituparna, let me follow the sequence. 33rd question. Any problem in this? Easier. Please write explain. I don't get no or yes. Aquilin. Yes, Pavan. Okay. A sequence of positive integer includes the number 68. There is a sequence of some numbers which includes the number 68 and has arithmetic mean 56. What do you mean by arithmetic mean? That is the plain average. So if we find average of these numbers, average will be sum of observation divided by number of observation, which comes out to be 56. So sum of observations will be 56 into n, where n is what? I'm considering that to be number of observation. Now it says when 68 is removed from sum, you are dropping 68. Arithmetic mean of the remaining number, the new average is counted, which comes out to be 55. So if we solve these two equations, we'll get the value of n, which comes out to be 13. Is it okay, Pavan and Aquilin? Okay. Now n is 13. It means we are considering that there are 13 observations. Now coming to the question, it says what is the largest possible number in the sequence? Now if n is 13, we can find the sum of numbers. It will be 13 into 56. It should be fixed. Now 68 is one of the number. So we are left with only 12 numbers. Since one number has to be maximized, all the remaining numbers has to be minimized. So I am considering all the remaining numbers, which are 11 in total, because we have considered 68 as one of the numbers. So we are left with only one number, that will be the balance of 13 into 56. So it will be 13 into 56 minus 68 minus 11. That should be the answer in this case. Is it okay? Clear? Yes. Okay. Move. Very, very easy question of geometry. Yeah. Any problem in this question? Many students have skipped this question, but very easy. Okay, since there was no problem, I am skipping this question. Now coming to this question number 35. Now this set was good, very good rather. Yeah, any problem in this question? I'll come to that, Shubha. First of all, any problem in this set? Yes, Mohit and Rituparna. Let us see. There are 150 questions were asked in an exam, which comprised 5 sections of 30 questions each. There is a table given which shows the number of candidates, number of questions attempted correctly in each section by 15 different candidates. Each person attempted all the 150 questions in the exam. Now coming to question. Among the candidates mentioned above, what is the minimum possible number? A keyword, minimum possible. We want to minimize something. Minimum possible number of candidates who must have, now that was the second keyword, must have at least 10 questions which were answered correctly in common with Anisha. We'll take the data of Anisha. Let us see. For Anisha, this is, if I take Anisha's VA section, it is 19. It means Anisha has attempted 19 questions correctly in VA section. If I take data for any other student, what is the question? What is the minimum possible number of candidates? We will try to minimize the number of candidates who must have at least 10 questions which were answered correctly in common with Anisha. Correctly. So, what was the total number of questions in VA? It was 30. It means any student who has attempted 11 or less than equal to 11, he or she can have 0 common question with Anisha, because we are trying to take at least 10 questions which were answered correctly in common with Anisha. Are you getting me, guys? If we Rishabh, let us, okay, Mohit, let us see. Let us take a mole's data. A mole is getting 10 questions correctly in VA, in the same section. So if we make a Venn diagram of this is for Anisha and this is for a mole. I'm taking the number of correct questions in VA. The total should be 19 here, the total should be 10 here. I don't know the intersection part, let it be x. So it will be 19 minus x, it will be 10 minus x. Is it okay with you? Now what is the minimum value x can take? X can take the minimum value as 0. Are you getting me? Now what is the maximum value x can take? What is the maximum value x can take? 10. Yes, obviously. 10. Okay, let us data of one more student. Let us take data for Amit. For Amit, the corresponding number is 20. Now let us make a Venn diagram for this. This is Anisha and this is Amit. Anisha total is 19 and Amit total is 20. Let us take this to be y. It will be 19 minus y. It will be 20 minus y. Now what should be the minimum value of y? Now you say. Now you will get the clarity of the concept I was talking about. What should be the minimum value of y? It cannot be. Yes, guys, I'm waiting for your answer. What should be the minimum value of y? It can be 0. Guys, what are you doing? It can be 0. What can be the maximum value of y? $19. Yes. Oh, sorry. Maximum should be 19. And what can be the minimum value? It can be 9. Yes, of course. Rishabh, 9. It should be 9 in this case. Why so? If we consider there is no common correct answer here, if we consider 0 is the number of common correct answers, then in that case Anisha has attempted 19 correct answers and Amit has attempted 20 correct. It means in the total the section will comprise of 39 questions, which is not so in this case. The maximum will be 19 and the minimum will be 0 in this case. Is it okay now? So let us see what I am trying to tell you. So if we take Anisha here and any other student here, I don't know the data here. If I am putting 19 here, the maximum value here can be 11. That is the only possible value. Is it okay now? Aquilin, Rishabh, you got that now? That was the thing I was trying to tell you. Yes, Mohit, Rashmita, Rishabh, Ankit. You got that now? So coming to the table. So if we talk about a mole, this is the data for Anisha. If we take the data for a mole, what can be the thing in the question asked? Among the candidate mentioned above, what is the minimum possible number of candidates who must have at least 10 questions? At least 10 questions. Since 10 plus 19, that comes out to be 29. So it can have, a mole can have 0 correct common answer with Anisha. For Amit, it will become 9. For Anusha, it will become 0. For Amitash, it will become 19 plus 15 is 34. 4. For Akash, Abhijit, I have skipped. What is 18 plus 19? That is 37. 7. For Akash, it will be 0. Whenever I'm getting addition less than 30, I'm putting a 0. If I'm getting 31, I'm putting 1. I'm getting 32, I'm putting 2. So for Anurup, it will be 0. Now coming to Alisha. Now what is Alisha and Anisha total? 21 plus 19. It is 40. In that case, it will be 10. Now coming to Astha. 22 plus 19. It will be 41. In that case, it will be 11. Very good. For Anurag, it will be 0. So whenever I'm getting a number which is greater than equal to 11, I'll take that data. Coming to Atish, it will be 0. Coming to Abhilash, 18 plus 19 is 37. 7. For Ekta, it will be 0. For Manika, it will be 0. Similarly, we will count for RC. For Anisha, the data is 8. What is 30 minus 8? 22. But there is no observation which is, there is no number, no figure which is greater than equal to 22. So no data from this section. Now I think the idea is clear. Similarly, if I take 12, what is the balance left? 18. Again, there is no thing which is more than 18 in QA. I'm skipping this. Now coming to 9. There is no option, no figure in DI column which is more than 21. Skipping. Yes again. Now coming to LA. 18 I'm getting. What is the balance? 12. So I have to write that. For a mole, it will be 0. For Amit, it will be 0. For Anusha. Okay, what is 25 plus 18? Yes guys. So what will be the balance? It will be 25 plus 18 minus 30. That's what I'm doing. So it will be 13. I'll consider that. What is 15 plus 18? 3 we are left with. 17 plus 18. Again 5. 0. 5. What is 16 plus 18? 34 minus 34. 20 plus 18. 8. 11 plus 18. 0. Now 16 plus 18. Very good. 4. 15 plus 18. 3. For this is 0. 23 plus 18. A big number. 11. So we need to know in the question at least 10 questions. So I'll take data for at least 10, which is 10. 11 I'll consider. 13 I'll consider. 11 I'll consider. So these many things are in the answer. Is it okay now, guys? You got the idea? We will count the cases. Bhavya, I always say this is of course avoidable set, but if AR is your strength area, if DIAR is your strength area, because you always improve your aggregate by attempting more questions in your strength area. If analytical reasoning or DI, that is your strength area, then this is a doable. Otherwise, if you are pretty good in English and good in maths, you can avoid these kind of sets. Okay, let's move further. Any problem in question number 47 set? It is a question of Venn diagram actually. So let us see. Actually, if you will make a table, because there are 6 categories, it will be very tough. I'll make a Venn diagram in that case. See, we always represent Venn diagram by using circles. In case of 2 or 3 variables, by using a circle, Venn diagram is easier. But if you have more than that number of variables, then you will take this 3 by 3 sets. Our limit is 4 variables. Whenever you want to draw a Venn diagram for 4 variables, you will make a 3 by 3 square. Are you getting me? 3 by 3 square, then you join this. I have explained this in the previous bull mocks as well. Okay, now I'm taking the thing. There is a category which is called reputed college. Then you have great academic records. Then you have BA and BCom. Then you have marketing and accountancy. Why I'm taking BA here? Because the data for BA is given in many directions. Data for BA and marketing is given. That's why I'm considering these 2 categories. These 2 words are used quite often in the directions. That's why I'm taking these 2 categories. Otherwise, you could take BCom and accountancy, BA and accountancy. That's why I'm taking this. Is it okay? Guys, please confirm. Okay. Now coming to the direction part. It says there were 80 trainees, exactly 1 qualification among BA and BCom. Then you have experience in exactly one of the following 2 domains. It means there is no trainee which has done his BA with no reputed college, with no marketing thing, with no accountancy thing. With only BA, I mean to say, so it will become 0. Is it okay, guys? Again, at least one feature among the following 2. He is from a reputed college. He had a good academic record. See, these were the keywords. If I take direction 1, exactly 1 qualification among BA and BCom, experience in exactly one of the following two domains, marketing and accountancy. First of all, okay, if you are not comfortable in that, leave it. I'm using by doing variables. I'm putting variables here: A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, P. O I'm not using because O resembles 0. Okay. I'm taking the first direction. First of all, this direction. No trainee with experience, that is a B direction, no trainee with experience in marketing had both the features mentioned in second, being from a good college and having a good academic record. It means the guy who is from marketing does not belong to a good college, does not have a good academic record. Is it okay? So it will be 0 because these are the two categories we were talking about. Is it okay now? Ankit and Rishabh? Okay, so I'm putting 0, 0 here. Yes. Then we have further, it is also known that 20 trainees who are BAs. E will be 0, why so? Aquilin? See the meaning of that B statement, it says BA, intersection, marketing, you got that, Aquilin? Or should I explain this? Okay. Now coming to 20 trainees who are BAs had a good academic record as well as experience in accountancy. These trainees form 50% of those with experience in accountancy. It means in accountancy there were 40 students. So in marketing there were remaining 40 students because in total there were 80 trainees. Is it okay? Clear? So marketing total should be 40 in this case. I'm coming to that actually. Okay, then you have in total 45 trainees had a good academic record. So the total should be 45 of good academic record, of which 2/3, what is 2/3 of 45? That is 30, were BAs and 1/3 had experience in marketing. It means out of good academic records, 30 were BAs. Now coming to good academic records, now these 30 were BAs. Now time to make equations. And 1/3 had experience in marketing. 1/3. What is 1/3 of 45? It will be 15. And they had experience in marketing as well. I plus J plus M plus N, that is equal to 15. Is it okay? Then we have 30 trainees were BComs. If 30 trainees were BComs, BAs will be 50. Now we have two categories, either marketing or accountancy. There is no thing common. So 30 trainees were BComs, of which 15 had experience in marketing. It means in accountancy they were 15. In marketing, as we know, there are 40 people in total. And out of that 40, 15 belongs to BCom. It means 40 minus 15, they will belong to BA. You got that? It means in BA, Marketing students will be 40 minus 15, 25. Yes, yes. BA as well as marketing. So if we take the intersection for BA and marketing, it will be H plus I plus J plus K, which comes out to be 25. You got that? Similarly, by taking other directions, we can write down equations as well as we'll add up all the variables. The total should be 80 always. Then by manipulating all the equations, by solving all the equations, we can answer the questions. You got the idea first of all of you? Okay, I'm leaving this set here only, because now the calculation part is remaining, and the most difficult direction was this thing only D of the trainees with experience in accountancy. C. 30 trainees were BComs. Okay, let us move further. Now again, it was avoidable set, difficult if you are not comfortable in AR or you are average in AR. Yeah, any problem in this set? We'll go by hit and trial only. We'll make a table in this case because there are 3 variables: furniture, prices and surname. It's good, Rashmita, that you didn't get time to attempt this set because it was difficult, pretty difficult. We have to make cases in this case. It's better that you read the explanation part, Bhavya. We have to make cases only. Yes, guys. Please read the explanation. That is the best thing I can do for you. I don't have any shortcut for this set actually. Okay, Sonakshi, let us see. Sonakshi, you must have PDF copy with you. So I'm reading the direction from my hard copy. See, first of all, names were given. They were Bill, Cynthia, Rick, Fred, and some Jenna. I don't know the surname of these people. Then the surname were given, then the furniture piece were given. This is surname, this is furniture piece, piece name, and this is the cost column. Now coming to the direction, first of all I am taking third direction that you can see in your PDF copy. Stekely's sale brought in 500 more than the item sold by Rick, whose sale was 4,000 more than the painting one customer bought. Is it okay? That is the statement I am taking. So we can assume that Rick's furniture piece will be of minimum 2000 by taking that direction. Can you say that, Rashmita and Sonakshi? So I have to make hit and trial case only if I'm considering that Rick is Harris, because there is one more statement given that Jenna sale item cost twice as much money as the piece of furniture Harris is sold. So if I consider Rick is Harris, then Jenna must have sold 4000 worth furniture piece. Is it okay? Sonakshi? It means two items are given, two items we have considered. The costs are 2000 and 4000. And there was one more item in the third statement, 1000 more than the painting one customer bought. That was the third item. So the total cost of three items will be 7000 in this case. What was the total amount spent? It was 10,000. So we are left with the remaining 3000 thing. So 3000 can be broken into two parts because we are left with only two furniture pieces. It will be 1000 and 2000. Is it okay? So if we consider 1000 and 2000, these are the remaining two furniture pieces cost. These are the five costs we are considering. Now there is one more statement which says that coffee table was sold for a value that was twice the value of the item sold by Moore. That's why we have to reject this, Bhavya. I took a case where I was considering Rick and Harris. Rick Harris, that is a complete name. That's why this is not the possible case. Is it okay? So Rick cannot be Harris. Clear? Similarly, Sonakshi will take more cases. Then only we'll be able to solve this. The best thing is that you can read the explanation. The best explanation is provided there. We have to consider possible cases. This is not a one-go set that you are reading the statement, you are filling the places and you got the answers. You have to consider the cases. Is it okay? Yes, of course, Sonakshi. That's why I told you that this is avoidable set. Okay, moving to next thing now. Coming to math section once again. Coming to medium level question. 22nd. Any problem in this? This concept is used many times in previous bull mocks. That was a medium level question. Very good. Okay. Let us move to next thing. Question number 23. Again, the similar concept we have discussed many times. That is a number of non-negative integral solution. Very good. Again, a mistake-prone questions. That was a sitter, but again a bluff. Mistake-prone. Answer is 9, not 10 in this case. Because we have to reject. Yes, Risha. It says an equation is given. That equation can be written as this thing. Whenever bases are same, we can equate the powers So we'll get 3x plus 1, its modulus 4x minus 8. Now we have modulus here. There can be a case where 3x plus 1 less than 0. If we consider 3x plus 1 less than 0, my equation will become minus 3x minus 1 is equal to 4x minus 8. You got that, Rishabh? If we solve it, we'll get 7x is equal to 7, which comes out to be x is equal to 1. But if we solve this, it will become x less than minus 1 by 3. Now there is a contradiction. We are considering this range and we are getting x is equal to 1. So we have to reject this case. That was the problem in this question. The second case will solve for positive thing. That will give you value 9. What is the question asked? Then find the sum of all possible values of x. This is not 9 plus 1, rather it will be 9 only, because one case is rejected. Otherwise this question was very easy. Is it okay now, Rishabh? Okay. Now coming to the next thing, again an easy question, medium level. Yeah, question number 31. What is the answer? I don't remember actually. Any problem in this? Yes, Rituparna. There is a circular track. And there are 5 numbers marked in the clockwise direction. A frog jumps in a clockwise direction from one point to another around the circle. It follows some rules. If it is on an odd number point, it moves 1 point clockwise. Otherwise, it moves 2 points. If frog begin on point 5, where will it be after 1995 jumps? Now, see its movement. This is the initial position. Now, 5 is an odd number. It will move in clockwise direction by taking 1 unit jump. It means that will be the first jump. Now it is at 1. 1 again an odd number. So that will be the second jump in the clockwise direction. Then now it is at 2. Now 2 is an even number. So it will skip 3. It will come to 4. This is the third jump. In the similar manner, it will be fourth jump. So the sequence will be 5, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 4 and so on. I think the rest of the part is manageable. Equivalent, of course, clockwise direction is this thing only. Is it okay, Rituparna? That was your problem. Equivalent, whenever we are talking about clockwise direction, it will be the direction in which clock moves. That will be the clockwise direction. You cannot change the clockwise direction. You can change the left or right. Yes, Pavan. No, actually not the remainder. See the sequence of 1. This is the second term. This is the fifth term. This is the 8th term and so on. It means whenever our jump will be 3k plus 2 format, it will be at 1 and so on. Is it okay? Whenever the number is of form 3k, it will be at 2 and so on. Okay, so let us move. Easy question it was. Any problem in this? medium level. 39. Rituparna, actually I have not solved this question completely. Just wait. Whenever I get any AR or DI question, a set question, I mean, a set or caselet, I always go through the set. Rituparna, no need of explanation. See, two questions were very direct. If I go to question number 40, I think we have question number 40 with us. What is a number represented by creed? You can see the data for C. It means C will always be 1, whatever be the case. Is it okay, Rituparna? Now coming to Rituparna, I'm coming to your question only, 39. Which of the following letters of the alphabet does not represent a number that is a square as well as a cube of two distinct numbers? Now C, we know. What is the value for C? It was 1. By using question number 40, we can say this. I'm not going to solve that complete thing, word, trade, center. So C will be 1. Now 1 square is 1. 1 cube is 1. It means this is a number which is a perfect square as well as a perfect cube of the same number. Is it okay? Clear? Now we can talk about a 2-digit perfect square as well as a perfect cube. It has to be 64. A 3-digit number, 729. I'm talking about this. A number which is a perfect square as well as a perfect cube. It has to be something raised to power 6. So 1 raised to power 6, 2 raised to power 6, 3 raised to power 6, 4 raised to power 6 and so on. What is 1 raised to power 6? 1. That I have used. 2 raised to power 6, 64. 3 raised to power 6, 729. What is 4 raised to power 6? It will be 4096. By taking all these values, you can judge the value of every alphabet. So by manipulating these questions, we could do that. Is it okay now? No need to solve the whole thing. You got it, Rituparna? Okay. Let us move. Rituparna, now we know the value of every digit. R is 6. R is 6. D is 4, T is 4, T is 7, E is 2, N is 9, N is 9, A is 0, C is 1. You can make the remaining alphabets now. I think, is it okay? I mean, I'm not going into the whole explanation thing. Okay, guys, that's it for today. I think we are left with one question of TSD. Somebody asked, that was nth runner is n times, something like that. Should I explain that's it? That question of TSD? Yes, guys, please confirm. Got to go. Rituparna, I'm so sorry, I don't have data for this question number 66. Okay, let me explain that question because a very good concept is used in that question. Whenever you have a circular track, there are some shortcuts I want to discuss with you. Say its track length is, say, D. That is the perimeter of the circle. 2 persons are standing here. A person A is moving with A meter per second speed and person B is moving with B meter per second. Suppose they are moving in the same direction. There can be one more case when they are moving in the opposite direction. Normally 3 questions are asked. Yes, you can, Rituparna. Normally 3 basic questions are asked in the case of circular motion. First of all, when will they be together? At initial point. The second thing is, when will they be together for the first time? And the third thing asked is, number of distinct meeting points. So, first of all, I'm taking a case of same direction. How will you solve that? You will take the individual time taken by them, d by a, d by d. You will take least common multiple of that. Answer will be same in case of opposite directions. So direction is not needed in the first case whenever the time to reach the initial point is asked. Yes, Risha. Now coming to together. When are they be together for the first time ever? Answer for this will be d upon a minus b, whichever is greater. So I'm putting a modulus sign. It can be a minus b, it can be b minus a. Because they are moving in the same direction, relative speed will be subtraction. In that case, it will be d upon a plus b. Now coming to third part, we have a shortcut for this. We'll take the lowest ratio of a's to b. For example, I'm considering values. Say, suggest any 2 values of a and b randomly. Say any 2 values of a and b. Say 20 and 15, Mohit. Okay. I'm considering a to be 20 and b to be 15. We'll take the lowest ratio in this case. Lowest ratio, you understand? 5 4s are 20 and 5 3s are. That is the lowest ratio. If this is a case of same direction, then we will take the subtraction. I mean, they will meet at only one distinct point of the track. It will include the initial point only. So the case Mohit has provided will give you only one distinct point, and that too is the initial point. Now coming to this, in this case you will add up the lowest ratio, which comes out to be 7. So they will meet at 7 distinct points of the track, and these 7 points includes, because that is a confusion, includes starting point. It means except the starting point, they will meet at 6 distinct points. You got that? That nth runner, the speed of the nth runner is n times the first runner. Kind of that question we had in this paper. These shortcuts, the third shortcut we'll use in that question. Is it okay? Okay guys, thank you so much. It was a nice session. See you next time. Okay, have a good day.